I wanted to get your point of view in a very unique position to comment on it, on the issue with the video and the pre-England match situation with Stephen Kenny, and how it all panned out, and whether you have any concerns about the way it all transpired.
No, absolutely not. To use an old English phrase, much ado about nothing, I think, was the outcome that has perambulated at this point. You know, there was an inquiry into it. Was there even a need for it? I'm not so certain. It seemed to be something that was really promoted in the UK press, pushed by I suppose, commentators from even the political world, that it was the wrong thing to do. But can I just remind people that this is the same sort of setting that when they go out onto the pitch, they sing the soldier song. And it's about getting your Irishness out there in front of you to be motivated and to play for your country. If this video was wrong, it means they can't sing the national anthem from now on, because there's words in that national anthem that says we pledge we're soldiers. If I translate, if I remember from my school days, we pledge our you know, we're soldiers of Ireland. We pledge our soul to Ireland, and we go against the Saxon foe.
People say referring to it at all is a bit sort of kind of Stone Age stuff. We shouldn't be using that.
That's a different story. But I think, you know, from what I would say in it, when you're trying to bring a team together and that things aren't going well, and you're trying to get them to motivate, you've got to try stuff. You try different things. And the unfortunate thing was that somehow it leaked out, and I don't think it was leaked out in the way that first came, oh, there's big unrest, everybody's unhappy, because as it turns out, I think the FAI looked into it and nobody passed any remark about the, certainly in the context of how it was presented to us, that everybody was aghast at this. It was not the case at all. And my feeling now is that Stephen Kenny should ride on that and say, right, OK, I'm building a team and I'm bringing motivation into my team. I'm doing it my way. The English press had a go at me, but I'm going to do things the way Stephen Kenny does things. Yeah. And the players, you know, have come out and supported him. It must be remembered.
Like, obviously, what seems to have transpired is that the video and whatever itself seemed to be fairly tame, but it is the concern more about the leak, and is there agendas within the squad against the manager or within the staff around the squad? We don't know.
Well, I think we do know. If there was a real, you know, revolt against the manager, it would have shown by now. All the players, senior players, seem to have come out and backed him. You know, the likes of James McLean, people like that, and nothing seems to have hung around. You know, I was eager to see what the reaction was after the FAI closed it. Said the matter is closed. And you know what? Not one player or artist came out and said, well, actually, it's not closed. Everybody is moving on. But one thing I'd say about Stephen is build on that now. You know, if you back off and say, oh, I shouldn't have done that, it actually takes him back a yard or two. And everything, whatever it takes to get this win. But, you know, the day they take our history away from us and tell us that we can't even stand to our national anthem anymore because there's reference in there to the past. This is something. I'm so lucky I played and I was never asked what happened in our dressing room when we played England, because this makes this look very, very small indeed. And I will never blame a manager for trying to motivate players. And if that means attempting to emulate things, you know, that teams of the past had happened, and throwing in a bit of culture into that, then go for it. Carry on would be my message.
Damien, what's your sense, if you put yourselves in the shoes of the players? I don't know. We don't know whether some of them weren't happy or not now, because as Niall says, no, everybody's come out that's been asked by the FAI in their investigation has backed him. Do you smell a rat though? No smoke without fire. That there may be some sense of unhappiness with the manager within the squad, or what's your take?
No, I don't at all. I mean, for all of eternity, managers have been using motivational techniques to evoke an emotional response for players, to try and pique their interest. As long as there was nothing in the video that was promoting violence or was derogatory or anything like that, but depicting Irish history to try and evoke an emotion from your players, absolutely nothing wrong with that. You know, it was all truthful, it was all accurate. With regards to whether there was a leak in the camp,
like would modern players look, what's he going on about 1916?
No, not at all. I mean, it's part of your history, you know, and no one's actually seen the video. So I mean, even the people that reported on it in the English press hadn't seen it. There was just that there was some maybe political connotations in it. Nobody really knows, but sometimes somebody just says something, a throwaway comment to his friend or his agent, then the agent passes it on, and a little ember quickly gathers a little bit of wind. And
you wouldn't be worried in the long run?
Not in the least, not at all. Like Niall, I'm with Niall. I'd double down on it, you know, play on your Irish history and just move on from it, to be honest.
OK, thanks for the moment chat. Ringing endorsement there.